Okay. We're live. Cool. Alright, cool. And you gotta love that. Okay. So now we just take... Alright, guys. Time for next thing. Now we got no people viewing. So we're right here.
Did the train stop?
Yeah.
It stopped, didn't it?
Yeah, what happened?
It's jammed. When the Combine shut down the quarantine zone, they must have tightened security.
Which means?
Yeah, you're nowhere near Fairview Junction. You're just outside the QZ. And this is as far as we get by train.
Then I'm headed on foot.
Good. I'll see if I can get you in some other way.
That is low res.
I got a dead zombie here. I thought the Combine sealed up the QZ.
This one must have squirted out. I've heard they've had trouble with barnacle spores outside the containment area. But not about fellas like
What's
this.
up with the quality?
Probably another one off then.
I doubt it.
What's up with the shitty quality?
Even in our earliest experiments in bringing Half-Life to VR, we found that players enjoyed exploring every nook and cranny of the environment. With the increased fidelity of VR, players not only expected to be able to interact with a vast array of objects, but they also had a strong desire to find something useful from time to time. This was so universal among testers that in addition to more searchable locations and interactive objects, we added a new resource, resin. Level designers could place this new resource in fun and interesting locations that weren't tied to game progression, rewarding players wider-ranging exploration. We also tied this new resource to a longer-term goal in the form of weapon upgrades, further motivating players to explore the environment. Deep scavenger hunts and keen observation would result in more resin to spend as a reward.
I'm out.
Even in our earliest experiments in bringing Half-Life to VR, we found that players enjoyed exploring every nook and cranny of the environment.
I'm out.
With the increased fidelity of VR, players not only expected to be able to interact with a vast array of objects, but they also had a strong desire to find something useful from time to time.
It's a tool with multiple functions.
This was so universal among testers that in addition to more searchable locations and interactive objects, we added a new resource, resin. Level designers could place this new resource in fun and interesting locations that weren't tied to game progression, rewarding players wider-ranging exploration. We also tied this new resource to a longer-term goal in the form of weapon upgrades, further motivating players to explore the environment. Deep scavenger hunts and keen observation would result in more resin to spend as a reward.
It's a little derivative of the Russells, but yeah, provisionally, sure. alyx.
Yeah.
Alright. Disturbing.
No more mags.
Lighting. What do they got to say about this shitty lighting? Okay.
From our earliest experiments in VR, we realized how critical high quality, high density lighting was to conveying a sense of realism.
Boom.
In game development, any technology choice involves trade-offs between quality, runtime performance, and development time. For Half-Life Alyx, we chose a high quality high-performance light mapping solution, which required a significant amount of offline preprocessing. We performed the light map preprocessing using a render farm,
Okay.
which could take several hours for a single map at the highest
Okay.
quality. And we put a
Are there
lot of
bags
effort
in
into
here?
mitigating the cost of that high iteration time for designers on the team. Specifically, we implemented a real-time approximation to the final lighting result, which allowed designers to light scenes in real time with confidence that the high-performance light maps would match their intent. Most lights in Half-Life Alyx are baked into a single term that describes distance falloff and shadowing, allowing us to change the brightness and color of lights in real time at no cost. This encoding also allows us to apply shadows from dynamic props and characters without having to render any static geometry into shadow maps. Our light maps store directional information using the popular ambient highlight direction encoding, an improvement over Valve's own radiosity normal mapping technique pioneered in Half-Life 2. This new light map encoding ensures that the bumpy surfaces can appear bumpy even when not under direct light. This blinking light source provides a good illustration of this technique, as you can perceive the surface detail even during time.
We got a lot of positive feedback from our initial experiments requiring players to perform a series of physical actions to reload the pistol. Specifically, ejecting the clip, retrieving a new clip from their backpack, inserting the clip into the gun, and chambering around. Players enjoyed learning and improving at this skill. We experimented with using a single button for both ejecting a clip and chambering around, but we found that assigning these operations to two different buttons was more interesting, even though it was more mentally taxing. In fact, it was more interesting precisely because it was more mentally taxing, as players would frequently mix up the buttons under pressure. In the early stages of the game, players would be fumbling for clips, ejecting the clips when they meant to be chambering around, and generally making a mess. To those of us observing the playtest, this looked like things had gone horribly wrong, but players themselves consistently cited this as a high point of their playthroughs. Because of the physical nature of the reload, and the skill required, players blamed themselves and not the game for the mistakes made as they were learning the reloading sequence. In this area, we provide a number of static targets in the form of barnacles for players to shoot at their own pace.
Yeah, because, you know, this is a
increasing the likelihood
scavenger,
that
right?
They have at least a few reloads under their belt before moving on.
You see that? That's fucking... Okay. Don't really have very many buttons.
I take it the quarantine zone is behind this hatch?
Yeah, that's where they keep it.
I'll look around for a control panel to open it up.
Yeah. I don't know why everything's low res. Has it always been this
If I
low
was the
res?
Combine, where would I put a control panel?
In that building. Oh my god, it's so slow. Oh dear god, this is so slow. Can we move a little bit faster? Oh god, this game is such garbage. Why am I playing it again? We're almost there, Jerry. We're just getting there. Ooh. Can I open you up? No, I can't. I can't open you up. Okay. Oh, hey, stairs. We're moving on a trip in the slowest VR shit. Shitty Valve can make a goddamn game. Hey, buddy, listen. Come here. Come here. You see what I'm talking about? My thumb immediately pressed right here. I don't understand why they put that there. That I will never understand that. Just come. Oh, hey. I'll take that. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. Let's see here. Who sent me a message? Oh, there's a control panel. That was a waste of bullets.
That's the control panel. They've probably scrambled the circuit. But considering no one would be dumb enough to open the hatch, it shouldn't be too hard to put back.
I have no clue how to open this. Oh. Can they just... Oh.
You know, Russell, now that I'm walking into the quarantine zone, it just hit me. I don't know anything about the quarantine zone.
Well, actually, the word quarantine comes from the Italian 40 giorni, which means 40 days, the period that all ships were required to be isolated before crew could go ashore during the Black Death.
All right. Cool.
Okay. That's all good and all done.
There we go, finally.
I'm gonna head in. How far is Fairview Junction?
You'll go through the old subway tunnels on your way to the train yard.
Have they started moving Dad yet?
I don't think so, which is good news because we've still got time.
Oh, that's great.
Or bad news because they've already killed him. And you don't need to move a corpse, you just bury it. Or burn it. Still there, Alex?
Russell, are you seeing this?
Whoa.
All right. Here we go.
Did I just crash? God damn it. I just crashed, didn't I? Yep. Great game, Valve! You did such a good job! It's just so perfect! Not! It's a piece of garbage and you damn well should be hangry. This game is a piece of garbage.